Some women like a big burly man that can protect them and keep them safe. And then there's women like my wife who's apparently content to take her chances. She knows if there's trouble to shove me into the attacker and run. This isn't a look. I didn't go to the gym saying, could you make me look like a helpless victim? I've always been thin. You got to make the most of it. This past Halloween, I had a great costume. I wore some black spandex, one red glove, one white glove, and went as a VCR cable. Yeah. It's scary. I'll get all tangled up in a junk drawer. Good to be here. We're just a few miles away from the state fairgrounds here in North Carolina. I love the fair. I don't care what state you live in across America. The fair is very educational. For one, it tells you the sad truth about who really lives in your state. Suddenly those election results make a lot more sense. And that's true for either side. It doesn't matter what side you're on. But I love the fair. I like a thrill ride. You know, if you go to Carowinds or Six Flags or somewhere, it takes a team of engineers years to build a roller coaster. Meanwhile, at the state fair, you got the PBR construction crew putting up a tilt-a-whirl in the back of a flatbed pickup truck, armed with just a broken pair of biceps, a can of WD-40, and a weak command of the English language. You know it's going to be a thrill ride when you look down the trash can and see some loose bolts and an empty roll of duct tape. That's going to be a good ride on the Gravitron. And the food at the fair, they can fry it and put it on a stick. They will serve it up, won't they? Deep fried Twinkies, deep fried Oreos, deep fried Girl Scout cookies. I thought I'd seen everything. And they had a booth at the fair selling deep fried butter. Did you see that? Deep fried, they take a stick of butter and they deep fry it in that grease, put it on a stick like a little artery blocking hors d'oeuvre. Now, I'm no doctor, but if you're eating deep fried butter, you have really let yourself go. You don't care if you live or die. Like, here's $5, let's see what happens. I'm from the South. I'm used to eating mysterious fried foods. We had a big Southern family. We'd always have a potluck dinner. There is a reason why that word luck is in there, isn't it? You don't know what you're eating or who made it. You don't know if that hair in the casserole is human or animal. You don't know. They're like, oh, that's just corn silk. This corn got a perm. Nobody braiding corn silk. And the food was always so unhealthy. My mom, she'd make the sweet tea. She put in 3 cups of sugar a gallon. That tea's so sweet it would gag a hummingbird. My Aunt Margaret was a heavy smoker. She could make a chocolate pie that smelled like cigarettes. Now, how much do you have to smoke to make a chocolate pie smell like cigarettes? Like, is that Marlboro meringue? Just a hint of nicotine. My grandma was a fine Southern cook that turned anything into junk food. Take a green bean right off the vine, saute it in some pork fat, cover with some velvety cheese, roasted marshmallows, put some fried onions on top. Call it a green bean casserole. She'd be like, come and get your veggies. Hey, veggies, Grandma, we can deep fry that and serve it at the fair. There were no veggies at the potluck. We'd have a whole 6-foot folding table of salad. Not a single lettuce leaf. Like potato salad, chicken salad, tuna salad, macaroni salad, egg salad. Now, I'm sorry, if your top ingredients are eggs and mayonnaise, you shouldn't be allowed to call that a salad. That's like making a milkshake out of Skittles and calling it a fruit smoothie. Who are you fooling? My family, they could eat, they'd take that plate and pile up high like it's their last meal, get that greasy fried chicken, some collard greens, some cat head biscuits. That's just a biscuit the size of a cat head, all right? That's all that is. Y'all don't know. They go down the gravy bowl and cover the whole plate in gravy like a little cholesterol volcano. And then they'd always ask that same blessing, Lord, bless this food to the nourishment of our bodies. Now, I know the Lord works miracles, but you have got to meet him halfway. The Bible says your body's a temple, not a drive-through. Jesus fed the multitude with 5 loaves and 2 fishes, not 5 Krispy Kremes and 2 buckets of KFC. Can I get an amen? All right. I do love to eat. I took my wife to one of these fancy steakhouses the other day. You know, the real nice ones where they throw the peanuts on the floor? Real fancy. Texas style. They should put some newspapers down, let some chickens loose. Just really go for that eating in the barn flavor. I think they try to embarrass you to order the bigger, more expensive cuts because all the steaks have names and the big, expensive steaks have manly names like the wild steer for the manly appetite, for the man that can go all night long. You'll be going all night, all right. I don't know if that's what they're implying. And the smaller steaks have more feminine names, like the Queen's Cut. And even that was like 12 ounces. I'm like, excuse me, waiter, do you have anything smaller than the Queen's Cut? He's like, yeah, maybe you like the mama's boy. Like, just bring me the Richard Simmons. And a fruit smoothie with extra Skittles. So I'm born and raised here in North Carolina. I consider myself a native Southern. How many native Southerners do we have here tonight? Yeah, raise your hand, holler, throw some okra, whatever. Whatever feels good to you. We face stereotypes, don't we? Oh, all these reality shows on television portraying Southerners in a bad light. People think we're all a bunch of hillbilly, ham fishing, lizard lick towing, moonshine making, honey boo boo having backwoods rednecks. And it's not true. It's not true. But people think that. I was traveling abroad recently in New Jersey. And this guy comes up to me after the show. He's like, hey, from North Carolina, how come you don't have any crazy Southern accents? Now, I don't get mad. I just have a little fun with him. I said, well, here's my secret. I've been through redneck rehab. Yeah, at the tender age of 15, I was separated from my wife. Our 6 kids. They plucked me out of the trailer park and take me to a secret holding unit where they deprived me of pro wrestling, NASCAR, and line dancing. They exposed me to all kinds of new things like shoes and fractions. Actually, part of the stereotype is true. I have lived in a mobile home. And I think trailers get a bad rap. Because all you ever hear about mobile homes on TV is bad stuff, right? Oh, trailers, they attract tornadoes, hurricanes, the cast of the TV show Cops. That's all you ever hear. Not fair. I lived in a trailer for years. We never once had a tornado. Now, we did have a flood one time. The riverbanks rose up and washed away 8 trailers. 8 trailers were completely washed down the river. 196 people lost their home. The police estimated the damage at nearly $13.5. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or putting on airs, but this is true. We had a 1976 Bicentennial Edition trailer. It's true. And in 76, they put a bicentennial seal on everything, and the trailer was no exception. It had a American eagle up on there. Well, actually, it was a bald eagle, but he had his feathers combed over. It was classy. Now, there are good things about living in a trailer you simply don't hear about. For instance, in all my years living in a trailer, never once did I have to worry about ghosts. Think about that. You never hear about a ghost haunting a mobile home. If you die in a trailer, you're not going to want to go back in the afterlife. Hell can't be but so bad. At least the heat works. What's a ghost going to do to haunt your trailer? Make the Camaro in your front yard left head off the blocks? Make the eyes of the Velvet Elvis paint move? Wake up at night going, boo y'all, boo y'all. I I was doing a show one time down in Pearl, Mississippi, because I play all the big towns. And I'm like, ghosts never haunt mobile homes. And this woman in the back said, oh, yes, they do. I said, well, ma'am, how do you know your trailer's haunted? What does the ghost do? She's like, he turns the lights on and off and knocks on the door. I'm like, ma'am, that's not a ghost. That's the power company.